Hey friends and family, this is our last video for a couple of weeks as we head into our winter break, but we're continuing our discussion on respect. And we're circling back to our social awareness and relationship skills, social emotional learning competencies. And we're talking about respect for other people. Last week we were really talking about self-respect and self-worth. Now we're talking about the concept of respect between people and how we show that respect. And as I was thinking about this, I was reminded of something. This is from 4 years ago. It was actually in the lead up to the last presidential election. And my daughter, who is now 8, was 4 years old at the time. And we were watching a news clip with presidential candidates early on in the runnings. And one of the candidates called another one an idiot. And my daughter, who was then 4, kind of half chuckled to herself and then looked at me and asked outright, she said, "Is that funny, Dad?" And I had to say, "No, that's not funny." And we talked about how we don't deal in put downs and how we don't tear down other people. And it was sort of a disheartening thing that two people vying for one of the largest leadership roles in the world would be reduced to name calling, something that I think most of us would expect better from our 4-year-old children. And that's a difficult thing because we see that a lot now. And it makes it hard sometimes because we're sort of sold on the idea that we need to blindly dig in our heels and argue our sides, that we need to shout our opinions from the rooftops, and that listening to other people or being open to other concepts is a sign of weakness. But that's really not the case. Strength comes from doing things that are difficult, that push us outside our comfort zones. And it's easy to just hold on to our preconceived notions. It's easy to put other people down. It's easy to try to build ourselves up by tearing down others. Those things are easy. It's hard to listen to other people, even if we don't agree. It's hard to be open-minded. And that's what I want us thinking about. Because respect isn't about agreeing with someone else. It's not about condoning behaviors we disagree with. It's not about letting other people walk all over us. Sometimes we go the other way with that too. I see it a lot where we acquiesce and let people take advantage of our good natures. It's not about that. It's about recognizing that we all have needs, that we all deserve positive things, just like we talked about last week. So there's still that sense of self-respect that we're not going to let other people take advantage of us. But we have to recognize that other people deserve respect as well. And we have to consider how we show them that respect. So that's what we're going to talk about this week. And your task for this week, I want you to do 2 things. First, I want you to identify someone you respect. And it doesn't need to be your best friend. It doesn't need to be somebody who's necessarily even company you enjoy the most. I want you to pick out someone you respect and then tell me why you respect that person. Then the next thing I want you to do is to discuss how we show respect to people even when we disagree with them. Let's stay focused on respect this week. Let's have a great one as we head into winter break. Much love.